In the heart of Namibia's vast landscapes, the intense heat of the sun blankets the arid savanna. In the shade, this oryx takes a final moment of coolness before embarking on its great adventure. Endowed with the ability to cover immense distances, oryx are the only large mammals perfectly adapted to this harsh nature. They cross the deserts, exploring the planet's most remote landscapes, carving their place in this extreme environment. "55 million years ago, the world's oldest dunes began to take shape. In the southern part of the Namib Desert, some dunes tower at over 300 meters, among the highest on our planet. Here, about 900 years ago, a climatic change gave rise to a unique phenomenon. After heavy rainfalls, the river that once ran here overflowed, carving a path between the dunes, creating shallow water basins. The abundance of water favored the growth of acacias. Soon after, a draft caused dunes to form around the pan, blocking water inflow and leaving the trees without irrigation. Under the scorching sun, the acacias withered and burned, turning black, standing out from the bright clay soil and orange dunes. Characterized by its majestic dunes and arid expanses, the Namib Desert reveals a striking contrast between its vast desert horizons and the thriving wildlife hidden within. Further north, a completely different aspect of nature unfolds, gradually giving way to a more diverse region. This white-backed vulture, with its sharp vision, can easily spot its next meal opportunity. Under its eyes, this brown hyena seems to be finishing its breakfast. These two scavengers have specific anatomical adaptations that allow them to exploit various parts of carcasses. vultures can easily tear through the skin and flesh, while hyenas can crush and digest bones. Thus, these scavengers do not compete for resources. Rather, their complementarity plays a critical role in the ecosystem. By quickly removing the carcasses of dead animals, they prevent the spread of diseases and preserve ecological balance. Unlike brown hyenas, vultures are social creatures favoring group living, which greatly enhances their chances in competitive situations. These birds are well adapted to gliding. Their large wingspan and lightweight feathers allow them to ride on thermal currents for long periods in search of food. This quest for resources is the cause of mass movements of many migratory birds, such as these Abdem storks, known for their impressive synchronized flights. Other aerial dancers, the cormorants, joined the show along the coasts. This cooler area is home to one of the largest colonies of brown fur seals in the world. Here there are about 100,000. For them, this place is a true paradise, abundant in food resources, favorable to breeding, and, of course, resting. With their imposing 4 flippers, these creatures display remarkable aquatic agility, performing impressive acrobatics. On land, they crawl using their 4 limbs. It's on these shores that they give birth to their pups who, within just a few days, learn to swim. Their fur is made up of short, dense, and soft hairs. These hairs contain oil produced by glands near their skin, providing a natural waterproof coating. This repels water when they swim, keeping their skin dry and their body warm. Barking and grunting express their presence, dominance, or submission. This elder, light-furred male enjoys a well-deserved perch. Their whiskers are used for greeting and combined with their sense of smell allow them to detect the availability of females. This fascinating gathering offers a living symphony beautifully orchestrated by the waves. However, water is not abundant everywhere. Namibia's semi-arid zones are home to resilient creatures, perfectly adapted to life in these demanding conditions. This black-backed jackal is roaming in search of food. Its ears alert to the slightest sound of this land. They guide it through rocky terrains, ready for its next meal. A potential one. The frozen posture of this squirrel allows it to go unnoticed and assess the situation. It finally flees. Too fast and too agile for this jackal, it leaves for another day. The jackal continues its journey. A yellow mongoose. They look at each other and go on their ways. The jackal's quest leads it even further, where other unexpected encounters await. This black rhinoceros is on the way. It is certain our jackal is no match. Yet, this titan of over a ton can be surprising. This well-deserved mud bath creates a shield, protecting this young rhino against parasites and the scorching sun rays, keeping its body hydrated. Meanwhile, our jackal continues its exploration through a territory where the vegetation thickens. As these springboks gather around seasonal water points to drink, a new silhouette is revealing in the distance. Zebras. Their characteristic stripes hold a well-kept secret. Recent studies show that zebra stripes could play a role in their thermal regulation. The black ones absorb the sun's heat, while the white ones stay cooler. Furthermore, zebras have this astonishing ability to bristle only their black hairs. This mechanism seems to help them dissipate body heat during the hottest hours and retain it during cooler ones. These groups usually consist of one adult male, several females, and their offspring. They cover vast distances in search of fresh grazing lands and water sources. These watering holes often host a variety of species, such as these remarkable red hartebeests with their distinctive appearance, or these blue wildebeests who maintain a close relationship with the zebras. The keen senses of hearing and smell of the wildebeests perfectly blends with zebras' exceptional eyesight, resulting in a mutual protection. The wildebeests, well adapted for grazing on short grass, complement the zebras which, thanks to their longer tongue, can browse taller vegetation. During migrations, wildebeests form large herds in which females tend to give birth at the same time. This synchronized birthing provides better protection for the newborns, reducing opportunities for predators to target a specific individual. Sometimes, the vulnerable young wildebeests also benefit from protection by the zebras when they join their herd. This cooperation demonstrates how nature creates ingenious survival strategies that enables various species to share the same environment. It is amid the leaves of this African bush that another mysterious presence emerges from the shadows. These are African wild dogs. Their strong cohesion makes them almost inseparable. They demonstrate exemplary cooperation. During hunts, they communicate through sophisticated visual signals. Their sharp teeth and exceptional endurance make them formidable hunters. Wild dogs take care of one another. They groom each other to clean their fur, removing parasites and tending to their wounds. The members of this pack are among the 6,000 African wild dogs threatened with extinction caused by the division of their vast territories, urbanization, and agriculture. To aid in their conservation, some wear tracking collars that provide key data to develop strategies to protect them. But for now, these spotted creatures are in search of the most essential resource: water. Yet, something seems to disturb their tranquility. They become aware that they are not alone here. It looks like this hippo has taken up residence in this pond. He knows how to show it in the most elegant way. Hippos primarily feed at dusk, avoiding the heat and potential predators. Illuminated by the soft glow of the moon, the nooks and crannies of the night come to life. A pearl-spotted owlet has taken up residence in this tree. It is the perfect time to hunt. Its large yellow eyes are perfectly suited to night vision, allowing it to spot prey movements in the darkness. It feeds on mice, small birds, insects, and even lizards. This chameleon would make a perfect meal. But this master of stealth is hungry too. Fortunately for the spider, speed is not the chameleon's strong suit. A true marathon, worthy of the slowest dreams. As night gives way to morning, new presences emerge in the rising light. This 5-month-old cheetah cub is the youngest of a litter of 4. During the first weeks of its life, its mother shelters it within these protective bushes. Here is another one. Playful and a bit scatterbrained. They don't always seem to follow their mother's advice. The distinctive black lines under the cheetah's eyes reduce sun glare and sharpen their vision. Thanks to their slender silhouette and their long and powerful limbs, they can reach speeds up to 70 miles per hour in a few seconds. At this stage, their mother hunts for them. For now, under her watchful and caring eyes, the savannah becomes their playground. Observation, play and rest occupy a significant place in the lives of young cheetahs. They also spend a lot of time interacting with their siblings and mother. As they grow and gain independence, they get ready to enter a significant phase of their lives. Soon, they will leave the family nest to explore new territories in the vast savannah. Lion prides consist of young males and adult females. Lionesses form the core of this family, while males protect the territory and the pride. These family bonds are essential for their survival and success as predators. However, these kings of the savannah are not just masters of the hunt. During nap time, these powerful felines transform into adorable big cats. These two brothers, partners in crime to the tip of their claws, can rely on the lionesses once they wake up. Meanwhile, springboks enjoy the calm prevailing in the Namibian plains. These potential prey for lions has nothing to fear for now. And when the cat's away, the mice will play. Springboks are known for their impressive and graceful jumps worthy of the grandest ballads. It is an expression of joy, but also a disorienting strategy to escape their predators. Awakened from their deep slumber, the lions become restless. They coordinate as a group. Although intimidating, males in general do not initiate the attack. Their presence discourages potential prey from fleeing, while lionesses encircle their target and give the signal. Panic ensues. Springboks and other species scatter, remaining alert. Their erratic movements disrupt the hunters. Here, only a few species can stand their ground in the same arena as lions. With this long neck, crowned with gigantic eyes, this animal holds the title of the world's largest bird. The ostrich possesses an extremely powerful beak and strong legs. Equipped with sharp claws, they can inflict lethal wounds on their predators. Although they are birds, ostriches have wings that do not carry them in the air but provide the balance needed for tight turns at high speed on land. Sometimes reaching speed up to 40 miles per hour, ostriches are the fastest land birds. African savanna offers them the necessary elements to survive. However, they are also well adapted to arid and desert habitats where vegetation is often scarce. Their ability to store water in their bodies allows them to stay hydrated during periods when water is in short supply. A valuable trait for survival in many regions of the country. Among the curves of these mountains, the river flows for only 2 to 3 weeks a year. Within this period, the sky over the rivers and dry pans undergoes a transformation. The water-laden clouds release their rain onto the trees, sprouting new leaves and bringing the landscape to life. Among these trees, the acacias delight an elegant guest. The giraffe's long neck allows it to reach leaves that others cannot. Its exceptionally long blue tongue, measuring up to 18 inches, skillfully grasps leaves, protected by a thick layer of mucus and papillae, allowing it to feed without worrying about the acacia's sharp thorns. Giraffes are often considered the guardians of the savanna, able to spot potential predators from afar and alert other animals in their surroundings. Among them, this yellow-billed hornbill. With its 20-inch-long beak, it feeds on small prey and fruit, rejecting undigested seeds. By dispersing them, it contributes to the regeneration of the forests in which it lives. And it seems not to be the only one here. Not far away, this elephant feeds on approximately 300 pounds of plants required for its daily diet. It uses its trunk and tusks to grab leaves or strip bark from trees. Its large ears, one of which is damaged, can pick up sounds emitted over very long distances and at extremely low frequencies, allowing it to stay in contact with its peers. Often guided by an experienced adult female, the matriarch, elephant herds form large families, primarily consisting of calves and females searching for water sources. Their trunk can hold more than 18 liters of water, allowing them to drink up to 12 times more per day. With this hippo, the elephants take a bath to cool off and cover themselves with mud. In a matter of hours, the mud dries under the intense heat of the sun, forming a protective layer, keeping them hydrated while shielding them from scorching rays and insect bites. They can thus cover several kilometers per day through the diverse landscapes of the African savanna. In the denser vegetation, shaded spots provide an ideal refuge for this leopard in search of tranquility. This female enjoys the calm prevailing over her territory. Her supple musculature and powerful limbs grant her the ability to glide in silence. A true master of discretion, the distinctive rosettes on her fur provide perfect camouflage. Her spotted coat allows her to blend into the tall grass of the savanna. This female is an excellent climber. She can carry prey much heavier than herself up trees. Her exceptional strength and agility enable her to make impressive leaps. particularly enjoys the branches of trees, not only because the temperature is cooler than on the ground, but also because it is a secured place. It provides her protection against predators such as hyenas and lions. Indeed, only one is considered the king of this land. The scars on this old lion bear witness to the trials endured over the years. The alliances and the essential rivalries inherent to the balance of wildlife. This male roams in search of lionesses across his vast territory, extending over tens or even hundreds of miles. His presence is essential for the stability of the environment. The reign of this king over the savannah, much like the passage of humans on Earth, is fleeting. Of these creatures, from the most delicate to the most majestic, depend on our actions. Their coexistence in the same environment, along with the cooperations or oppositions among each species, are examples of adaptation and harmony. We are both spectators and actors of this beauty. We are deeply connected to the precious balance of nature. This old lion is a protector. What about us?